Ratatouille doesn't get talked about the way it should. When people list their favorite Pixar films, you hear Up, you hear Wall-E, you hear Inside Out. Ratatouille usually comes up somewhere in the middle. Appreciated, but not celebrated. And that's honestly a little surprising because this film is quietly one of the most mature, layered things Pixar has ever made. It came out in 2007, and even then, it felt like something different. The premise sounds simple on the surface. A rat who loves food and wants to cook. But that description doesn't come close to capturing what this movie is actually about. It's about the gap between where you come from and where you feel you belong. It's about the fear of being seen. It's about what it costs to create something honest in a world that would rather play it safe. Those aren't themes for kids. And yet the film carries them so gently that you absorb them without realizing it. The character writing is exceptional. Every major character in this film has real internal conflict. They're not just there to move the story forward. They're dealing with something. And the further you get from childhood, the more those struggles start to feel familiar. There's a moment near the end of this film that has nothing to do with action or comedy. It's slow, it's quiet, and it hits harder than almost anything else Pixar has put on screen. No dialogue, just music and imagery. And if you've ever felt like your passion was being dismissed, or that your voice didn't belong in the room you wanted to be in, that moment will find you. The animation is also worth mentioning because it still holds up beautifully. Paris feels lived in and warm. The kitchen sequences have this incredible energy, chaotic but precise, like watching a jazz performance. Thomas Newman's score gives the whole film a kind of gentle melancholy that you don't usually find in animated movies aimed at families. And the central message, the one the film builds toward, is about criticism and creation. It's one of the most thoughtful takes on that subject I've ever seen in any medium. Not just film, any medium. The film is essentially asking a question. Who gets to decide what has value? Who gets to say where talent is allowed to live? It doesn't answer that question loudly. It answers it softly, through story, through character, through one small moment that reframes everything. That's why Ratatouille deserves more than it gets. It's a film that rewards you for paying attention, and the older you are when you watch it, the more it gives you back.